Many people around the world still lack access to basic necessity like water, and for the past 10 years, government has been working tirelessly to provide every Fijian with safe and clean water, proper sanitation and hygiene.
And this week on Nations Business, we will bring you a story from this village in Naitasiri, Navutu village.
And for the past 10 years, villagers have survived on this
water source
for their daily survival.
And we will also bring you stories from another 16 villages in the province of Tailevu for the Ministry of Forestry's initiative on the 4 million trees
in 4 years.
In 4 years.
This was also in line with the UN 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goal, ensuring availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Tucked in the hills of Naitasiri, the villagers of Navutu struggle daily with having safe drinking water, proper sanitation and electricity. But that is all changing today. In this segment, we follow officials from the Ministry of Forestry who are giving up their Saturday to give back to this community voluntarily. This was also the first time for this village to receive assistance from any government.
Eu sigo mais, eu sigo na Uai. Eu amo aqui, eu sigo na Uai.
Yang rakila, ito na ura, untuk wakilana, ito tumbuh orang. Kelam tu sering ko simbol itu ngerinya sa, ko sampai kita sang boleh hambat ko. Kita musmenan rencai nak kita buat review. Kita tomba di sarke ngon sal, kita letak so kana Uai tu sipiang. Kita tak so kana Uai, itai sulu so le ngon sal. Bisa unai sul mungkin menyuarakan pas pulih ya waktu itu katakan kerung kuat mantap ya itu ngomongku tersakal ngata salah kemain nambasi tersapa untuk mati nih war kakek siapa kerara tangan mati itu
Yang dalam bulan-bulan rende na nindula kana sama-sama mereka di sarawi lebu na sulu bisa kina nanan rende ni Uai kita untuk sota tigri singa sampai gila tigri singa kila di sana boleh ketingin mata na Uai kita sana sir tiga lebu sana ngono kita le kalau saritai na boleh cikitai untuk na cikitai ya si mata wanton rutu Uai laku tunga.
Behind us is the famous Rewa River. As you see, there are some kids swimming at the back there.
Because it's Saturday here in the village, and students, school students, they normally come down here to swim just to enjoy their weekend. Afternoon. Yeah. They enjoy their weekend. Some women have told us that when the spring water runs dry or when it's dry season, they come here to bathe, to wash their cooking utensils,
wash their clothes. It's a very hard day. It's really hard for the people living in the village. Like for us living in the urban areas, we take everything for granted. For these people here in Navutu, this is what they face every day.
This is what the children do every day. It's either they come to the river or they go out to the plantation. This is how they spend just a normal Saturday in the village.
Today, the officers will be installing portable toilets that can easily be moved around. The cost installation of one of these is valued at $500.
We already have done the research work on this project, or on this village, and we've seen that most of the villages, they're still using the pit toilet, which is way beyond what has been used nowadays. So we're trying to bring changes to the lives of the village by bringing in what we are currently using in our everyday life.
What the government is doing right now, I am so happy. This is the first time ever to see the development of what the government is doing to us now. Thank you so much.
After a week of heated debates in Parliament, these two ministers are out in these areas looking at what needs to be done.
I'm basically here because the Minister of Forest told me that issues to do with electricity, and we're actually glad that we came. We saw that the grid extension has been carried out. One of the major things that we do in my ministry is to provide money to EFL so that they can pull out the grid and bring it close to villages. I understand that from the director of NG, he's told me that the contract for the wiring of houses is being awarded, and this village should have electricity certainly by May. Certainly by May they should have electricity into their homes. I'm also glad that I've come here and see the situation in relation to water. So we're looking to see how we can improve the water supply to make sure that they have safe, clean water. The two essential things that we need to have. We need here to have good waste sanitation. One of the problems that we're having around Fiji now is issues with typhoid, issues with waterborne disease. So the fact that I think the Minister for Forests has to be appreciated for this done. He came here to bring the 4 million trees concept. He saw that there was a need, and he did the project to meet this particular need. And I think that is what government does. It looks, it identifies something that needs to be done. You find ways to do it. So I congratulate the minister and his staff for not only coming to plant trees, but come to plant life.
Don't go away. After the break, Nation's Business takes you to the Thai Level province.
In this segment, we are here in the Thai Level province. As you can see behind us is the Korovo government station, and we are here with the Minister for Forestry,
the Honorable Osia Nainggamu, together with his officials from the Department of Ministry of Forestry,
who is holding a one-week consultation in this province. One of the major issues that came up today in the two villages of
Nambulini and Nasautoka
was that villagers wanted to know more about the African tulip species. This is a foreign species and also an invasive species throughout Fiji. So villagers, they wanted to know more about how this species
can be useful to them. And in this segment too, we will try to get the Minister for Forestry, the Honorable Osia Nainggamu, to talk about the plans they have in the ministry on how useful they can use this species,
and how they can assist the villagers.
Which
is in line with their 4 million trees in 4 years initiative.
In the village of Nambulini in Thai Levu, second-generation farmer Waisea Kaloniwa supports one of government's national priorities, the planting of 4 million trees in 4 years.
Sinta uno waktu kini merani lai matata wa kumuni wata na wili kaya matal sawa wanando na bilo na kaunta tebi lo singklau tianga sa tiang rau ki nungunga sinta betana mo sinta uno mo waktu kini tota ni merto laku timen tambah dikau tu na wili mesula ni ke baya paksa te run rau na buni koko we mbaken liu ndon rau ya na wili ke raturiti ko me go me ndon na initiative go ni kanditika mombo sa tigo na wili ya bagi talang go ti kokotali kondrau lo tanam bani dang itu ya habia tulan rau limsaul kinawan rau wata ke nani utu ya tu sare tamai sa tampat tinggori siwen non rau
itu baru ni bilang ni sa budi ciku ki mengo cingan no abu ko tulan minista itu sana rital me bitimuni na rasanga me ka kabar na katalan nesip merani na bi buku ciku na kena sana men budi ciku sana di konkretu ki o si mana o kena menanga menda te ciku ka kena
bara kita pasta sarna
One of the major issues that came up across the 16 villages was the invasive African tulip trees. Historic records show the African tulips were brought here during the colonial days.
Ni kuasem bula cungan dona puni kawan ngono. Kau mai. Kalau tu mai mi ado serang asen korong bulan berni wabu gilip. Dona ngono ni tu pakasa mende kau bina ke. Tim sangi kilari de murna kenara ni kambual lara serang abu gondol meni pun wakidang goiwi.
However, government is in talks to use these invasive species for biomass production for clean energy.
Every village that you have visited, same issue. But we are fortunate. We have got the technology here in Fiji, and we have to thank the people of Korea and the company Gimco has invested in our country to process especially the invasive species, and discussion is underway.
Across the 16 villages in the Tailevu province, the Ministry of Forestry has planted 1,600 trees consisting of native trees and fruit trees.
Na yasingo umur takani ndo nugu tenias na singile na kanikuwa na yasingo kana soli weekend na tani bulubula no tingo na gitea na hote rosangula na embaki sana me renimerida me voltaka se ne wakanga taka na kaya via na berbunyi labu itu berbunyi labu na lemsu bukan nyong kasih kirau kukir tu na ko air tuan na titini ko tanas na terus ulang bagai nama temsu ko meron yang begitu.
Jangan kena taruh di sini, karena kena bisa minta kena nonre, boleh kau nonre baru na mana boleh.
Siapa? Kami taruh ni betul lagi taruh. Terus na plastik. Kau enggak sana yang biru meninggal, belut besar kini sana kelan tite,
Ada tu.
Kau tu ramai, tu belut tak?
Saya safari nanti electricity for years. Ready.
Planting trees will provide food security for families and a sustainable future for the next generation. Government will provide incentives and also assist villagers who wants to plant trees on their ideal lands. The nation's business team visited a school in Tailevu who are leading the way in climate awareness.
2017 was our, I would say, very lucky year for this school, since one of our students was ambassador of climate change, accompanying the Prime Minister to the COP23 conference at Bonn in Germany. After that, we have been advocating a lot in climate change and sustaining our environment, and some of the projects we did on that was just say the slope here, planting the vetiver grass on the slope, and also there's a slope behind the school building here. We're looking forward to plant the dwarf coconut, but luckily the Ministry of Forestry is here with some of their native trees, so we are fortunate and thankful to them that they have brought resources which we can plant on the slopes. That will be a double let's say achievement. One, it will be stopping the soil erosion, and the students in the near future may be getting fruits from that.
Nakatakan to na taru tarong na singilibuni singilibuni kani ko membalata na buli ni barbar. Meron may buli dengan na kaum bula ke imburerwa na lo maniro na korona mekabata kena tu. Membalata na bingon ni mataka na kena bakalota kena musko.
Dia pun sarang mandanga weekend dan singkla tu mandanga na ite. Kona irna ngone irna murti ko mai. Ersiana na sing talangan ni rakila se dama na kenayanga na kau era meite tu bena nenda ndi korokoro wakambimbi okitungo na korotonia okila ni yanga sar na kena meite ni kuwa ni baga bubuli ndona bulile bubikima ni kima mime reda ni kongo na yanga bira irna muriti ko mai bira mamisulsoli.
The Minister for Forestry, Honorable Ocean Naingamu, launched the 4 million trees in 4 years in partnership with the Fiji Development Bank and the Itoke Affairs Board in Silana Village.
plant a tree.
Be part of it.
4 million trees.
Show your support in planting 4 million trees in 4 years.
Thank you.